Craig.
I'm Ryland.
And welcome back to Ryland and Craig's Magic Reviews.
Yeah.
We did one episode, people seemed to like it, so we thought we'd do it again. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at not just the latest releases, but we're going to look at some old classics of magic as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because you spend a lot of time looking at the classics, don't you?
Yeah.
So we've got 3 tricks that we're reviewing on this episode. We've got a Gary Jones trick. He's one of your favourite magicians, isn't he? We've got a trick by Doc Eason, who's one of my favourite magicians. And we've got a brand new trick that's just come out from a guy called Patrick Redford. But first of all, the first trick that we're going to do is going to be the trick by Doc Eason. Yeah, screwed up. All screwed up. Now, if you guys don't know this trick, Doc Eason's one of my favourite magicians. Doc Eason is absolutely amazing. He's a brilliant magician. And I think this is only available from Doc himself on his website or watching him live in lectures. If you don't know this trick, it's a classic. And you do it, don't you?
Yeah.
So, should we get it off the sticks and you can show everyone the trick?
Yeah.
Okay, I tell you what, because there's no budget to this show, so we haven't got a cameraman, so I'll be the cameraman, okay? I'll quickly go and film you doing it. So hang on a minute, let me see, because they can't see the table, so if we bring it down here like that, they might be able to see the table. Okay, right, go for it, Ryan. You're going to perform the trick, all screwed up. You're getting it off the sticks.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I've got 3 nuts. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
3 nuts.
I see them.
I'm going to put 2 in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put 1 in my pocket.
Okay.
What's in my hand?
2 nuts.
No, 3 nuts. That's hard to figure out because I didn't tell you the first one, did I?
No, you didn't. I didn't even know. No, not at all.
That wasn't fair, was it? But now you know for the next one, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. You know for the next one now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got 3 nuts.
Yeah, that's fair. I see them.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
I'm going to put 2 in this hand.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 in my pocket. What's in my hand?
Okay, 2 nuts, right?
I did it twice now. It's a 3 nut trick.
What?
Yeah, 3 nuts.
You're cheating.
No, I'm not. I've been telling you.
Okay.
You know what? I'll put 2 in my hand
Yeah.
and 1 in my pocket. What's in my hand?
I'm going to get you now. 3.
No.
No.
2 and a screw.
2 and a screw.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
You know what?
What?
I'll put the screw in this hand and I'll put the nuts in my pocket. What's in my hand?
A screw.
No.
Yes. No, there's a screw.
Do you know what? I'll make the nuts go in my hand as well.
What?
When I blow, shake, and say abracadabra and snap.
You're telling me
Abracadabra, snap.
You're telling me the screws are in there?
Yeah, but I'm going to wind them on to the screw. I'm going to wind them on.
You're winding the screws on.
Yeah, well, the nuts on.
The nuts. I'm sorry.
I'm going to wind them on. And then wind it on. And you're going to do everything.
Look at that! How sick is that? There it is. That's all screwed up. You changed the handling ever so slightly, didn't you? Because you got smaller hands than Doc. So you changed the handling ever so slightly. But this is... Well, tell everyone, what do you think of this trick?
It's awesome.
Why is it awesome?
Because...
I agree it's awesome, by the way. Why is it awesome?
I don't know. It just...
Well, you've performed it to people. How do they react? Do they like the trick?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
And here's an important consideration for anyone who might be learning it. How difficult is it?
Yeah. It's not really difficult.
It's not really... I mean, there are some moves to learn in there. You have to palm, don't you?
Yeah. But everything else is just easy.
Okay, so it's a fairly easy trick. Here's what I like about it. It's not a card trick and it's not a coin trick. Like, how many card tricks and coin tricks do you know?
Like a million.
There's like a million card and coin tricks, right? This is not a card trick and it's not a coin trick. When you bring out, hey, let me show you a trick with a bolt or a knot, people are like, what? That's so weird. And I like the fact that it's like phased. You know, you do the 3 nuts in the hand and then you do it again. And just when they're catching on, then a screw appears and then you've got this ending. And like you said at the end of the trick, everything's examinable. And what's the reset like to do it again?
You put this in your pocket. Well, you got all the...
Don't expose the trick, but just tell me, what would you need to do in order...
You put this in your pocket.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's an instant reset. It's really easy to do. Doc Eason is an amazing magician. We've been watching his videos,
and then you
haven't
put
we?
the other screw in your left pocket.
Oh, right, okay, so there is a slight change. I really like it. It gets really good reactions. I've seen you blow people away with this. Out of 100, bearing in mind that you do this all of the time, it's one of your favourite tricks, out of 100, what would you give it?
99.
99? You think it's that good?
No,
Awesome.
100.
100?
Okay.
How many? 100. I suppose he does do it all of the time. It is one of his favourite tricks. If you ever see Ryland at a magic convention and you say to him, show me a trick, you're going to have your screws in your pocket, aren't you? It's one of those tricks that he doesn't leave at home. He rattles as he walks along the streets. I'm going to give it 90%. I've done it. I continue to do it. I think it's a really good trick. And like I say, it's really engaging to the audience. Right, okay, should we do another trick?
Yeah.
I'm going to review them. Now, you've seen me playing with this, but this is not something that you do. This is a brand new trick from a guy called Patrick Redford.
I know the cards.
Yeah. We'll talk about it in a minute. It's called a Photographic Deck. Let me just perform the trick for you. Just a really simple version of the trick, and then we'll explain what's good and bad about it. Okay, so what we have here is we have a whole bunch of well, the cards are just all the same on the back, but on the front there's loads of pictures. If you were here, you could have a look through them. There's like 52 random pictures, some colour, some black and white, a whole bunch of different colours. Ryan, just touch one, any one that you want to. Which one do you want? That one right there. Just put it on the table, don't even look at it. Put it on the table, don't even look at it. Now here's the thing. There's no way I could know what that card is, right? No way I could know what that card is. Hang on, let me just use my mind-reading powers. Hang on a minute. Yes, it's a colour photo. Just have a peek at it and tell me, is it a colour photo? Is it a colour photo?
Yeah.
I'm not looking. Show it to the camera. Show it to the camera. It's a colour photo. Look at the picture. I get the impression it's something that you can eat or drink. Is that right? Is it something you can eat or drink?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. You've never drunk this though, have you? No. Is it like some red wine being poured into a glass?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Some red wine being poured into a glass. There it is. That's the Photographic Deck. There's so much more you can do with it, but that's the Photographic Deck. You saw me. Let me just talk about this with them for a second, because I got this because I thought, that's a really cool idea, but I didn't know how difficult it would be to memorize the cards, and
I can memorize them as well.
And I was going to say that. Here's the thing. The genius about this trick is that Patrick Redford has created a system so that each one of these pictures is actually a playing card. So this deck is set up in mnemonica order, isn't it? I mean, you know mnemonica, I know mnemonica. This deck of cards is set up in mnemonica. And I literally spent one night looking at this, watching the download. And by the way, the instructional download is amazing. There's loads of different routines with it, like more than you could possibly ever do. There's like 7 or 8 different routines, and all of them are really good based on Patrick's kind of stuff that he's released before. But the stuff I'm doing with this, I'm doing some routines that I was doing in mnemonica. And what's really nice about it is because it's mnemonica, like if we just cut at random, I look at this and I know right there that this is the 3 of hearts. Mnemonic order, 3 of hearts is position number...
3 of hearts, 28.
28, so 29 would be the...
29 would be... It would be... 29 is... a colourful, it's...
Oh, no, what's the card? What's the 29th card in the mnemonica? The actual playing card.
The 8 of diamonds.
The 8 of diamonds, yeah. So we know that because of Patrick's genius system, this is going to be the 8 of diamonds. So we know because it's the 8 of diamonds, it's going to be a colourful card, it's going to be a hard, and it's going to be something that looks like an 8. So immediately I know that that's a bicycle. It's a blue bicycle, and there it is. It's a blue bicycle. And I literally spent a couple of hours and I knew these. And you came over and you were like, what are you doing, Dad? And I'm like, well, this is a deck of cards. And you're like, no, it's not, it's pictures. And I was like, no, let me explain. I explained it to Ryland. And now you pretty much know this deck and you haven't even watched the download, right? That's how easy it is to learn this. As soon as you watch the download, like, boom, I know that's the Ace of Clubs, 43. So this is going to be 44, the one on top. 44 is the 9 of Clubs. 9 of Clubs is... Food, boom, there you go. So it's food.
It's black and white.
Black and white. Soft food.
Yeah. Ice cream.
Boom, and there it is, ice cream. He hasn't even watched the download and he's pretty much there already. That's 7-year-old, okay? That's how easy it is to learn this. It's really easy. I love this because I do mnemonica a lot. You do mnemonica a lot. But this allows you to do... Like, go to a gig with this and a deck set in mnemonica. Go to one table, do some stuff with mnemonica. Go to another table, do the exact same trick. but you're doing it with pictures, and it looks completely different. You don't have to use, none of the tricks that Patrick teaches uses mnemonica. A lot of them use cyclical stacks like size 7s and stuff. You don't need to know mnemonica. The point is, this is a deck of cards that doesn't look like a deck of cards. I should point out the backs of the cards are marked. I didn't even tell you that, but the backs of the cards are marked. I didn't get on with the marking system at all. There's only one marked deck I can use, and that's Steve Deller's Night Flight deck. Outside of that, my eyes are terrible, and I'm terrible with marked cards. But this uses a very clever binary system to mark the cards. I don't know how good the marking system is because I just can't use marked cards. But the back, what's nice about it is the backs are completely plain blank. You also get a double backer with this. The Jokers, you don't need it. The Jokers are pretty cool as well.
What are the Jokers?
They're just like traffic lights. I haven't even shown you the Jokers, but the traffic lights. And there's an add-on set. There's 2 add-on sets to this.
What's an add-on set?
There's like a magic add-on set. So there's an add-on set which we're getting, which has got like extra cards, so you can put them into the deck, and you can make it look like you pull a Rubik's Cube out of a card and stuff like that. So what we'll probably do is another review of the add-on a little bit later on. But I love this. I think this is really clever. If you get this, my biggest concern was, am I going to be able to learn them? Yeah. We learned them in one night, right? We learned them in one night. This is so cool. What would you? I woke
up in the morning.
You woke up in the morning and you were like, ice cream, bicycle, 8-ball, Rubik's Cube. What would you give it?
What?
What would you give it? Percentage out of 100?
100.
Oh, shut up, Rye! You can't give everything 100. You are literally every magic creator's favourite person right now. You can't give every trick 100. I'm going to need to start showing you some rubbish tricks so that you realise that not everything out there is good. In fact, next time we do this, I think we'll look at some rubbish tricks just so you know that this is rubbish tricks. Anyway, look, you can give it 100%.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it 90%. I know I'm raving about both of the tricks that I've reviewed, but that's because they're both awesome. That's because they're both. This really is awesome. If you do card magic, one night with this, it'll open up a whole world of possibilities. Right, let's have a look at our next review. So we're on to the final review.
Yeah.
And this is one of your favourite magicians.
Yeah.
Tell everyone who?
Gary Jones.
Gary Jones. How good is Gary Jones?
Awesome.
You told me the other day, better than Daddy. Just saying.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. I heard you.
No,
Right.
I didn't.
Now, Gary, seriously though, how many Gary Jones tricks do you do?
Like a million.
Honestly, he's like a Gary Jones tribute act, this kid. And this is in Gary's latest book, Life's a Beech 2. Well, we're reviewing Life's a Beech 2, which, by the way, if you're a commercial close-up worker, I'll tell you right now, it's one of the best books that you can buy. It's also available now as an ebook. How good is this book?
Awesome.
There's like about 20 tricks, and they're all... I mean, if you don't know Gary Jones, he's one of the top close-up magicians, not just in the UK, but in the world. Everything he creates is super commercial, super visual, looks amazing. And how many tricks are you doing out of that book? Probably about 5 or 6? Yeah. And you said there was one... More, okay. Pretty much everything. And there was one in there that you wanted to perform for this. You're going to get off the sticks, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so show us the trick.
I got a pack of cards.
You got a pack of cards, yeah?
I'm going to take the cards out.
Okay. I'll put the box over there for you.
Yeah, I've got... So, I want you to pick a card, any card.
Any card?
Yeah.
Free choice?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you see it?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm going to go with that one, the 4 diamonds.
4 diamonds, are you sure on the 4 diamonds? Okay, sure?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Sure?
I'm sure.
Sure?
I'm sure.
I know what you're saying there, that I not let you change your minds.
No, I'm cool with the 4 diamonds, man. It's fine.
Okay, I'm going to cut the cards. Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I cut the cards.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you know your card is the only one that's not been chosen?
My card is the only one that's not been chosen.
Yep.
What are you talking about?
Done the proof?
Explain. What do you mean?
Everybody else has picked a card except you. No, yeah, but all
Prove it.
Prove it? Well, all of the people have picked a card and your card is the only one that has not been picked. Prove it? Okay, I'll prove it. Not being chosen, being chosen, being chosen, being chosen, being chosen, chosen, being chosen, being chosen, being chosen, chosen, being chosen, being chosen.
They'll say being chosen on.
Except that one.
Not being chosen.
Yep, not being chosen. And then all they say, not being chosen, not, well, being chosen, being chosen. All of them say, chosen, being chosen. Look.
What you're telling me is there's one card in the deck that says not being chosen, right?
Yeah.
That's not my card.
Yeah, it is.
It's not my card.
Yeah, it is.
My card was the 4 of diamonds. Boom!
Look. All of the other cards say being chosen, being chosen, being chosen, being chosen, being chosen. All of these cards say
That's
being
really
chosen.
good. That's really cool.
Yeah. But now your card has been chosen, right?
Yeah, it's been chosen.
No.
And now that's us being chosen as well. That's an awesome trick. And it's like an instant reset, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's just one trick out of Gary Jones's book. There's a whole bunch of other stuff in there as well. Mainly card stuff. There's some coin stuff. There's stuff with dice and things like that. There's some amazing routines in there. What I like about this one in particular... Well, what do you like about this one? Why do you like doing this one?
Because you find their card and it says not being chosen, but you don't find it, but it says not being chosen, and then you turn it into being chosen, but that card isn't. That card actually says being chosen before.
It's quite magical, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's quite magical. It is a fantastic trick. It really is. It's very easy to do. Ryland's just reset the trick while he's been talking to you. It can be done anytime, anywhere. Okay, negative to this trick, you have to have a full pack of cards dedicated to this trick. But I think for walk around, mix and mingle, it's brilliant. It's quick. It's over quickly. It really packs a punch. And that really sums up Gary's material, doesn't it? I mean, Gary, what's his tricks like?
Awesome.
Gary, we salute you. Salute Gary Jones. He's amazing.
We salute you.
He's responsible for half of your act. So what are you going to give it? Hang on. Let me use my psychic mind powers. Would it be 100%?
Yeah.
Fair enough. As a book, I would give it like 95%. I think that everything's usable in there, everything's workable in there, and it's a really good book to read as well. There's advice in there about gigging and getting gigs and so on and so forth. It's a really fun book to watch. It's a really fun book to read. Sorry, read. I meant read. But there's some amazing tricks in there. That is just one of them. So there you go. That's another review with Craig and Ryland. Please let us know if you want us to carry on doing these. We might do if there's enough people that want to see them. We had fun, didn't we?
Yeah.
We're now going to go. I've got a virtual party to do and you're going to play Zelda. But
Play Zelda.
okay, you're going to wait for me to play Zelda. You're going to practice Michael Close's clones, aren't you?
Yeah.
But we'll be back next week with another Craig and Ryland Review Magic. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.